Hey everybody, it's Steady the Wind Sage, and welcome back to Let's Play Demon Roots. I would talk about what we did in the last episode, but honestly, I don't think I'm going to, because I'm going to consider this the first bonus episode of Let's Play Demon Roots. So what we did before, it's definitely relevant to what we're going to be doing now, but not as important. So, just in case you find this episode in isolation, because it's probably not going to have an episode number, it's just going to be called like bonus 1 or something. This is an event in chapter 3 that, well, you know, but it's going to have heavy spoilers for chapter 3, because in this episode we're going to, well, I mean, I think we're enough deep in to talk about it. In this episode, we're going to see what is probably the bad ending of this game. So, originally it's something I was going to do since it looked like it was probably going to be more or less a fully developed route. But I did a little consulting with guides, you know, spoiler free, you know, you're kind of careful about stuff like that. Just kind of look for the specific moment and then just went for it. So yeah, we're going to do the bad ending, which is if we forego our promise and go after humanity. So, I'm Adley right here. As a note, as you can see from this being my latest file, I actually haven't gotten too far since that moment. I did the thing, and, you know, between episodes, I actually did check, see if it was more or less an ending or if it was a whole route. If it was a whole route, I would have put this off till later. But since it seems like it's going to be just an ending, I do want to do this sequence now. I mean, I even already said what we're going to be doing here. So we're just going to be going through the thing. And also, I considered, again, doing this later, but I think doing it now might be more interesting since the context for what we're doing here is going to be super fresh in my head. Like, we're going to get my moments, my experiences, and while I did not make that choice, and I'm going to be real, I honestly expected that we were going to fight Angie, and I was just going to spam defend until the game basically forced me not to. So I have never had any intention of going down a path of, you know, hatred and violence like this, but I feel doing it with the context fresh in our heads is going to be the most interesting way to do it. So we're going to be skipping through a lot of the dialogue here until we get to the promise. To do this, you just need to break the promise right away, which is what we're going to do. Just not give it time. So, yeah, again, we're going to be going after what seems to be the bad ending, or yeah, I guess you can call it like almost like the canonical ending since it is how history goes. So, yeah, we're just going to do that in this episode. And see, and I'm probably just going to let this episode be as long as it takes because of that, but yeah, let's go into it. Oh, you don't even get to see who did it, huh? Oh, wow. I thought that ending would linger a lot longer. Oh, no, you just die. That is very interesting, to say the least. I thought there was going to be a lot more. I honestly thought I had a lot more to say. This episode is going to be extremely, extremely short then. That being said, I think I'm fine with the episode being that extremely short. Normally, I don't like when things like this happen. I'm thinking to myself, oh, what is there things I can do? Oh, how else can I pad for time? I can even consider just hopping right into the next bit, but no, I think it's better to just leave this as the bonus episode it is. Though, I'm going to be real, I actually really like this ending a lot. It's so weird to say that I would like this as a bad ending, but I actually do kind of, like, I do kind of love it in a way that, like, you almost don't entertain this idea. There's been a lot of, like, this story kind of, like, subverting expectation. I feel this is the best way to do it. Like, okay, no, you betray your convictions, you just die. They could have let it linger. They could have done all of that. But for one, it would also probably need to involve the character who kills her just not existing. That or just it being like a boss fight, or maybe even like other sort of things. There's probably other ways you could expand this ending and still have it be just as good. But I think the fact that it's so, like, I think almost pitiful is kind of interesting. Like the idea that you can, like the idea that it can just like, yeah, just like that, game over. It's not even treated as a game over. It's treated as like an ending. And yeah, it's a choice. And I wouldn't even say it's the game saying it's the wrong choice. It's just punishing you for that decision. People were not going to take that line down. So yeah. So I think like the whole idea that this ending just is as unceremonious as it is actually almost makes it more like, yeah, this is not how it would end at all. It doesn't turn this into like a what if scenario. It just says, yeah, okay, you made your choice and the game made its choice. So yeah, really nice, really to the point. I feel like we're in like a day and age, especially where it's like it almost wants to like drag out all of these things as much as possible, let the player feel the weight of their actions. But I feel like this is a very good way to do it. Just very immediate, to the point. Just, okay. You know, the guy who killed you had plans. The guy who killed you just had plans for that, and so yeah, you die. And I think that dialogue with Lily Killer very much at the end is like, oh, I wanted to see the inside of you, but I lost interest. It's like she just lost trust in you, like just definitively. And sure, this probably leads down the path of like, okay, yeah, it leads to King's Exit. The game just straight up says so. But yeah, I feel it's very like interesting that it is to the point. I'm like shocked out how to the point is. I was expecting more, but I'm very actually glad with what we got here. So yeah. Yeah. I mean, nothing more to say, so I'm just gonna end things off here. I'd say next time on Demon Roots, but since I'm treating this as a bonus episode, I'm definitely going to probably upload this around the time it would come out, just for the people who are really curious about what happens if you make this choice. But yeah, I'm just gonna say, yeah, see you guys for whatever happens next. See you guys then.